This is Jeff Mucci with Terry McCabe, who's Chief Technology Officer for Mavenir Systems. Terry, thanks for joining us today. Some of the areas that RCR has been focused on this week at Mobile World Congress 2012 has been the LT deployments, small cell deployments, and now application services. Could you talk a little bit about some of the different forces that you see competing for mind share with the carriers around the application server layer and
I think it's a really interesting space at the moment because you've got the traditional equipment manufacturers who are trying to protect their legacy. Their core switching is under threat here. You've got an application server model that's much more flexible and cost effective in the future, and they're looking to remain relevant to the operator in that space. Then you've got some people who know the technology coming from an enterprise perspective. VoIP has been around for many years now. It just hasn't been in the mobile space. So people who come from enterprise and fixed line VoIP are now trying to move into the mobile space. And they've got a lot of experience, but they have some challenges because scaling is different and mobility is a very different environment. Then you have some people who are coming from the IP space, IP routing technology people. They know IP, they know it very well, and the mobile network is moving to be an all IP network. It's natural, they'll try and compete there. And then there's the non-traditional players, people who have no real background in this space, they're new entrants, they're aggressive, they maybe have some experience in the messaging past, but they're new to the space and they're not afraid to take anyone on. And that's really when you've got those four different groups playing and vying in this space, it's a very, very competitive environment. Well, I think one of the things that we take is a very pragmatic view of how you create new services and how you move into that new environment. We all share a common view, which is in the future we will move to a separation between the applications and services and the transport that underlies them. That's very important, and IMS is the architecture that will allow us to do that. So everyone agrees on that. Where we differ perhaps from some of those other players is that we don't see this as a forklift environment. Operators have invested an enormous amount in their legacy infrastructure, their circuit switch networks, 2G and 3G. And that's a major investment that's going to remain relevant for many years. We see a need to leverage that investment and introduce new IMS-based capabilities and have those two things exist side by side and complement each other. We want to minimize the investment that an operator has to make to bring new services based on IMS to market. And as the IMS side of their business grows, we want to help them freeze their investment in legacy, because every dollar they spend in their circuit switch equipment is really a dollar wasted at this point in the evolution of the environment.